edition of Sharpe Shorts. We are brought to you in part by the Conference of Masculine Excellence. Conference of Masculine Excellence. The second CME goes down October 21st through October 24th in beautiful Dallas, Texas. Early bird ticket sales start this week. I think we might release the early bird tickets tomorrow. Definitely going to be this week sometime, though. It could be as early as tomorrow. I can't make any promises because obviously there's a lot that goes into this. But early bird ticket sales will start this week, and there are some big-time discounts and some big-time bonuses for purchasing your CME ticket this month. So go to masculineexcellence.com to stay updated. On the second CME, CME 2. Okay, let's get right to it. The new Netflix drama, Sex Life, is all the rage right now. I've been getting emails, I've been getting DMs, I've been getting messages from everyone telling me or asking me to break down this series. And at first I was a little hesitant because, obviously I've got a lot going on, as I always do. But I've received way too many requests to break this bad boy down, not to break it down. So that's what I'm going to be doing this entire week and into the beginning of next week. And later today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, I will be breaking down the first episode of the first season. Tomorrow I will break down episode 2, Wednesday episode 3, and so on and so forth. Now I'm going to be running a simulcast of sorts, right? So I'm going to be running one feed. I'm going to be running one stream to YouTube, the big YouTube channel. Actually, I might stream it to all of the other. I'm going to stream it to the main YouTube channel, and then I'm also going to stream it to Sharpe Stream. Now, obviously, because I don't want to lose my channel because of a copyright strike, if you are watching on YouTube, you'll be able to hear my breakdown, you'll be able to hear my thoughts, but you will not be able to see or hear the actual show going on. You won't be able to see or hear the actual show going on. However, if you want to watch the breakdown live, play by play, as it happens, starting and stopping, breaking everything down, you can watch absolutely free. Just download the Sharpe Stream app. Go to sharpestream.com, download the Sharpe Stream app. It is absolutely free. It is available for iPhone or Android. iPhone or Android, you can watch it right there. If you want chat privileges, simply become a patron. And you will get the opportunity to chat along with everybody else, give your thoughts, and all that stuff. If you want to be able to have access to the replays, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe, because when I stream to Sharpe Stream, it doesn't stay up there, right? It doesn't stay up there. I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to put it on Patreon as well as Sharpe Stream. So you've got plenty of options. And look, $5 a month, that's all it takes. $5 a month is all it takes to watch all of these breakdowns live and to get access to the replays. Guys, there's an ocean of breakdowns I've done. I did Love is Blind. I did 90 Day Fiancé, Love After Lockup. I did a little bit of Ready to Love, the Oprah show out in Atlanta. I've done The Bachelor. I've done a little bit of The Bachelorette. Temptation Island. You guys name it, I've broken it down. And the reason I break down these dating shows is because there's RP truth in all of this stuff. Women cannot help their true nature. They simply cannot. And if you want to see it all play out live and in living color as it happens, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Okay, so the premise of this particular show, Sex Life, is quite simple. An unmarried and unhappily married woman reconnects with an old flame and starts a torrid affair. Now, Billy, who is played by Sarah Shahi, is torn between her stable home life and the excitement that comes with smashing the bad boy from her past. Now, the series, and I haven't watched any of it yet. I'm going to be watching everything for the first time, so you guys will get to see my fresh, organic reactions. But the series appears to be jam-packed with all of the confirmations that we discuss in this men-centric community. So I'm very much looking forward to discussing a show that has been thrust into the spotlight. I think doing something like this will certainly help to get the message out there, so long as they don't axe my channel again. Interestingly enough, what happens in the Netflix series appears to also be happening in real life. And shout out to Antonio S., who is a subscriber of mine, for pointing this out. When I made the announcement on my YouTube community tab, Antonio, he commented, he said, the lead actress got into a relationship with the actor who played the bad boy X after filming. That's how into him she was doing the scenes. She just divorced her husband this year and has children. Google it. And so I did. And I came across the article you see on your screen now on Oprah Daily entitled, Sex Life stars Adam Demos and Sarah Shahi are a real-life couple. And as you can see, right under the title, she said, quote, from the moment we said hello to each other, there was a warmth. Translation, I really wanted to smash him. What men have to understand is that women are never just going to come right out and say, they're never going to come right out and just admit that they are sexually attracted to a guy, especially if it was from the very beginning of the relationship. Girls love to tell these romantic, grandiose, over-the-top stories about their chance meeting with the man who eventually turned out to be the quote-unquote love of their life, right? A woman admitting that the first thing they noticed about a guy was how hot he was, that is frowned upon by other women. Now, the reason for this, pardon me, is that women are keenly aware of just how easy it is for them to rack up double and triple-digit body counts in a very short period of time. That's just all there is to it. So instead of admitting, hey, listen, I saw him for the first time and I thought to myself, man, that dude's hot. I want to be up under him all night long. I actually covered this concept in Volume 1 of Womanese 101. Take a look and listen.
I just love the energy around him. I totally want to f him.
Women just never come right out and say, I want to f him. That makes her look like. So they find something obscure about a guy and play that up as an excuse to be around him. So when her friends ask, why is Amanda around Dave so much? They can answer with, oh yeah, she loves his energy.
By the way, you can now get Womanese in separate volumes. You can get them in separate volumes. You can buy volumes 1 through 5 separately on the video version. By the end of this week, you'll actually be able to purchase the audio versions, one volume at a time as well. So go to donovansharpe.com/womanese to check that out. Anyway, the article continues. Let me read this down. Okay, so it says, Netflix sex life revolves around the chemistry between its leads. In the series, the article continues, which is based on a true story, interestingly enough, Billy Connolly, Sarah Shahi, fantasizes about her sexual exploits with her ex-boyfriend Brad, Adam Demos, as a way to escape her placid present reality in the suburbs. If the actor's chemistry is convincing, that's because it was real. Demos, 35, and Shahi, 41, are an actual couple. They met on the set of Sex Life, which filmed amid the COVID-19 pandemic beginning in August of 2020. Shahi told People that she was instantly drawn to Demos before she saw the full frontal scene everyone is talking about. I guess he's well endowed like that. I said, well, that's a tall drink of water when I first met Adam. I was really blown away with him, she said. We met in the makeup trailer and we just got on instantly. We had the exact same taste in music. We had the same taste in whiskey and tequilas, and I was really blown away by him just as a person. And all I knew is that I wanted more. Oh, we had so much in common. The chemistry was off the charts. We loved the same music. We liked the same cocktails. I mean, it's like we're soulmates. Guys, I've been talking about this for years. I also discussed this in Womanese Volume 4. Take a look and listen.
If he's a Catholic, deal breaker. Glory to God in the highest, and peace to his people on earth. I can't date an atheist. If he says there's no God, then there is no God. He's a Trump supporter? Ugh, barf. Make America great again, baby. He voted for Obama? See ya. Obama is the greatest American in the history of America. Guys who listen to country music, disqualified. What? I love Garth Brooks. Rap music is a deal breaker. I got all of 50 songs on my phone. If his goals don't align with mine, I can't be with him. His goals are my goals. If he doesn't want kids, I can't waste my time with him. I will waste my time trying to convince him to have kids.
If a woman likes you enough, she will change whatever she has to in order to be with you. Her religious beliefs, her political allegiances, her music preferences, and even her stance on children. Granted, if a woman wants kids, she will try to change her mind. But eventually, she will have to make a choice between staying with you and remaining childless, or pursuing another relationship with a man who actually wants children. Either way, she will do whatever it takes to keep you in her life.
Guys, this is another example of what men like myself teach in action. So she decides she wants to smash this guy, right? So she gives us the universal, she gives us the typical, there was instant warmth between us, which means that both of you knew that you would eventually end up in bed together. Then she talks about how she was just blown away with him, and then proceeds to talk about everything they have in common. Girls do this all the time, guys. They do this all the time. It doesn't matter what her preferences are. If a girl likes you enough, she will change all her preferences just to match yours, to give herself another barrier from being tagged with the moniker of a 304. Okay, so I slept with him 30 minutes after I met him, but we just had so much in common. It was like we've known each other our whole lives. And if that's the way we feel, that's what counts, right? Women will do whatever it takes to avoid looking like a woman who gets passed around. The article continues. While speaking to Oprah Daily, Shahi also shared another sweet moment from the early days of their connection. This one came during the show's table read, which occurred in early 2020. I remember I was sitting between Mike Vogel and Adam. I was cold, so Adam gave me his jacket and something to put my hands in. Oh, that's so sweet, she says. We all had instant chemistry. From the moment we said hello, there was warmth. Yes, the warmth was, of course, south of the border. In May of 2020, month before Sex Life started filming, Shahi filed for divorce from her ex-husband, Shameless's Steve Howey, per People. They had been married for 11 years and share 3 children, William Wolf, and the twins, Violet Moon and Knox Blue. So, what Oprah Daily is trying to do is trying to cover up the fact that Sarah Shahi was 347% smashing other dudes before she filed for divorce. They are telling us that she divorced her husband months before they started filming to give us the impression that she did not monkey branch to Adam Demos. And the thing is, guys, men who have a little bit of RP awareness might have been suspicious at first, right? Like guys who are new to this community probably picked up on the fact that she was married before and now she is divorced and dating her co-star. Well, we know that women are well aware of their own proclivities, guys. Every relationship that 99.9% of women in this part of the world are involved with always overlap. In other words, there is always someone in the picture before they actually break up with their current boyfriend or husband. But what we have to understand is that women have the internet too. They know very well that a lot of men are now aware of how they move in the dating market. Men-centric content like this is consumed by both men and women, guys. And because of this, writers attempt to mislead readers, mainly men, into thinking that any given situation is atypical of a woman's normal behavior within the construct of a sexual relationship. So Elena Nicolau, the writer, the author of this particular post, by her proactively telling us that Sarah Shahi filed for divorce from her ex-husband a few months before she started shooting this series, she is acknowledging that there are a fair amount of men who would jump to the conclusion that her divorce was actually caused by her relationship with Adam Demos, right? Elena Nicolau simply covered for Sarah Shahi. She knew damn well that Sarah was sleeping around prior to her divorce. But women close ranks and rarely rat each other out when it comes to their true actions and motives in relationship. So Elena makes sure to tell us indirectly that her relationship with Adam Demos did not overlap with her marriage, right? But we all know that just because it wasn't Adam Demos does not mean it wasn't someone else or someone else's. It's funny how women cover for each other, right? It's funny how slick they are, but when you have this kind of awareness, this stuff kind of jumps out right to you. The article continues, Shahi, speaking to Oprah directly, says her family life helped her to relate to her sex life character. There's a lot about Billy I could relate to. You don't say. I'm a mother of 3 kids. Something happens once you're in a long-term relationship or become a parent. You act as if those desires that you felt back in the day before you had kids, you repress them. And there you have it, guys. There you have it. There you have it. She as good as admitted that she was messing around on her husband before she decided to divorce him. When a woman admits out loud that she has certain desires, gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, she has already decided to act on them. Now, it may take her a little while to actually put things in motion, but you can be rest assured that if a woman starts thinking about cheating, it is a mathematical inevitability that she will cheat. She said that she repressed those desires. Well, she's only being half truthful here, guys. She repressed those desires when it came to her husband, but unleashed them when it came to everyone else. Guys, listen, I guarantee you that Sarah Shahi's ex-husband didn't get a single Bobby Joe for the last 3 years of their marriage. I guarantee it. He probably asked her, what gives? She probably told him, I'm not like that anymore. I'm not that person anymore. And what that really means is that she is definitely still that person, just no longer with her husband. I also covered this in Womanese Volume 1, Chapter 4. Take a look and listen.
Don't even think about anal. If you try to fuck me in the ass, I'll totally let you. I don't swallow. It's degrading. I will every drop.
Sex and are sexual acts that are reserved for the men women love. The guy who f***s her in the ass and gets his is the guy she wants to be with.
I am not that person anymore. I'm still that person, just not with you.
This goes back to getting butt and swallowing random. If a woman likes you enough, she'll let you do whatever you want to her. If she doesn't, she won't. And she'll use this excuse to get out of taking it in or getting a protein shake.
Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that her ex-husband is also a celebrity. And there is a 742% chance that he was smashing chicks on the side as well, right? I mean, truth be told, he probably didn't really care that his soon-to-be ex-wife wasn't doing all of the kinky things that she did when they first met. So this is clearly a different circumstance. But for the rest of us, the minute your woman stops being that freak in the sheets she was when you first hooked up with her, there is a 244% chance that the end of your relationship is near. The article continues, Demos and Shahi became, quote, Instagram official on Valentine's Day when Shahi called him her forever squeeze. Oh, look at the happy couple. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. This dude is tall, good looking. He's got the frosty blonde hair. Holy smokes. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, she's got the heels on. Look at her. Dude, ear to ear grin, baby. Ear to ear grin. Wow. In honor of Demos' birthday in May, Shahi wrote an even more heartfelt message on Instagram. It says, quote, not exactly sure how two people on opposite sides of the world could have more in common. We were meant to meet. We were meant to be together. But I do know I met my soulmate. I do know I found my forever. I do know I've never loved deeper, harder, yeah, I'm sure, or more ferociously. I do know I'm overly grateful for him. I do know I've loved him for 1,000 lifetimes more and will love him for 1,000 lifetimes, or before, and will love him for 1,000 lifetimes more. This chick is 41 years old and using the lyrics from the soundtrack of Twilight to describe how she feels about Adam. I say this all the time, guys. Women grow old, but they never grow up. Now, I'm not saying that this was a bad thing. I'm not saying that her trying to be all cutesy is a bad thing, right? Because when your woman stops doing that, then there's probably something amiss, right? But the fact that a woman who is less than 9 years away from being half 100 is using lyrics from the soundtrack of a fantasy movie, that reminds us all that women are merely overgrown children. All of that said, let's just keep it 100. This relationship is already doomed. Dude, this relationship's already doomed. Dude, listen, man. Adam Demos is 36 years old. He is right at the beginning of his sexual prime. Look at the guy. Look at the guy. The dude's a good-looking dude. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow. He's got the hair. And if Sarah Shahi thinks that she is going to be with this guy forever without having to share him, she's got another thing coming, guys. In 5 years, Adam Demos is going to be Sarah Shahi's age. Sarah Shahi will be 46. So a 41-year-old man with a 46-year-old woman who is a decade and a half past the wall, she's going to hang on to this guy? This dude probably has girls literally half her age throwing themselves at him on the regular. And if Sarah Shahi thinks that Adam isn't going to partake, she is even more delusional than we would think. Look at the look on this guy's face. Look on his face. What is he, Australian? I don't do an Australian accent. But, I mean, dude, this guy knows he's the man. He knows he's the man. Listen, but real talk. I will give it up to her for being able to date a guy who is smack dab in the middle of a sexual prime, who could literally have anything he wants. He could literally have any woman he wants, right? Like, I'll give it to her. But Sarah Shahi has future alpha widow written all over her. She does. Even if they do end up getting married, Adam's going to be smashing chicks on the side indefinitely. We all say that women have inherent RP awareness. Well, hopefully Sarah will understand that if she has any chance of being with this guy long term, that she is going to have to share him with other women. So this article just goes to show. This article really just kind of goes to show that women are exactly who we say they are in this community. We can talk about how the show is scripted and about how it's not real because it's scripted. But listen, guys, art imitates life. And it looks like Sarah Shahi's life is exactly the same off the screen as it is on the screen. But all of that said, art will imitate life until, of course, it starts to make women look bad, right? And in real life, Adam Demos is going to be running around on Sarah Shahi. He's going to have side chicks. But in the show, they will probably turn his character into a sniveling, supplicating beta male for the sole purpose of telling women that even though they're damn near half 100, they can still attract and maintain apex alpha males who could smash chicks half their age, but chooses not to because women age like a fine line. Okay, that's the propaganda, or a part of the propaganda that they will be pushing throughout this series. At least that's my prediction. So join me at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, right back here for the breakdown of episode 1 of Sex Life. Let's go through my super chats here, see what you guys are saying. Leonardo DiCrapio says this Netflix show is dope. Antonio Stark with a $10 super chat says, brother, thanks for speaking on this. I couldn't believe it when I was researching. She wrecked her own home for the streets forever. Yeah, Antonio Stark is the guy who made me aware that Sarah Shahi really is Billy Connolly, right? Very good. Appreciate that super chat. E-Love says, careful of women parroting ideas not engraved in them yet. We just need them to stay with their betas to raise proper children. Bryce Friday says the chameleon protocol. I could not agree more. King Life says chicks always like what the guy likes when they want that guy. Every time. Every single time, man. Every single time. Listen, I tell guys this all the time. I actually could have I could have done another little womanese promo there. Pay attention. This is why guys need to pay attention. You have to pay attention to your woman's tendencies, thoughts, and actions. When you first meet your woman, she is going to have certain tendencies and likes, right? What kind of music she listens to, her political affiliation, if she has one, religious preferences or not, the kind of music she listens to, the kind of food she eats, the kind of stuff she watches on TV. They have all of these things. Well, if you are the strongest man in her life, if you are the strongest male in her life, her belief system, her preferences, her likes or dislikes will fall in love with yours, fall in line with yours, right? This is always the way it happens. When I met Devin, she was a bleeding heart liberal. I'm not a liberal. I am a hardline red state conservative. Guess what? Devin is now too. Devin still has her liberal tendencies because she is a woman, right? She feels, she's a woman. She acts based on her feelings, right? But everything that Devin likes, dislikes, it is almost completely in line with mine. Now, interestingly enough, when we first met, she was already a Philadelphia Eagles fan, which was wild. It was freaking crazy. But if she weren't an Eagles fan when the two of us met, she would have eventually become one. But I said all that to say this. Be very careful when all of a sudden your woman starts listening to different kinds of music, right? Be very careful when all of a sudden your woman starts taking interest in other TV shows. Be very careful when your woman starts changing her preferences. When your woman just out of the blue all of a sudden starts changing her preferences and they're not aligned with yours, this means that you are quite possibly no longer the strongest man in her life. And if you are no longer the strongest man in her life, then someone else is. Someone else is. All of a sudden, when you met your girl, she liked Garth Brooks. 6 months later, she's starting to listen to 50 Cent. Your girl spent the night at my place last night, right? Your girl used to hate sports. Oh my God, I don't know what the point is with sports. All of a sudden now, she can't get enough of it. She can't get enough of the NFL on Sundays. Your girl is smashing somebody, more than likely, who watches the NFL. Your women are followers. Women are followers. They always follow the strongest men in their life. If that's their father, guess what? They like what their father likes. If that's you, she's going to like what you like. But if you are a devout Catholic and your woman becomes a devout Catholic with you, then all of a sudden she starts questioning, you know what? I wonder if there really is a God. Guess what? The dude she is either thinking about smashing, is smashing, or is about to smash, probably an atheist. Maybe he's agnostic. Guys, I talk about this all the time. Pay attention to your woman's tendencies. Pay attention. Pay attention to your woman's tendencies, because when her belief system, when her thought structure, her preferences, what she likes, when those things start to change, this is a telltale sign that there is another influence in her life that is stronger than you. Lorenzo Rock says, my ex started listen to this. He says, my ex started watching 49ers games and started smoking before she took off. I'm a Raider fan and a non-smoker. I picked up on this real quick. Well, there you go. See that? Lorenzo Rock's ex-girlfriend liked the Raiders. She started banging someone who's a 49ers fan who also liked to smoke. There you go. There you go. Kelly Stigger in the chat says she meant to do this from the start. We talk about this all the time. A woman trusts who she doesn't love and loves who she doesn't trust. A woman trusts who she doesn't love. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Very well said. Very, very well said, Kelly. Yeah. Listen, a woman trusts who she doesn't love and she loves who she doesn't trust. Yeah. 100% right. Women talk all the time. Very good comment there by Kelly Stigler. Right? In order for me to fall in love with you, I have to trust you. No, you don't. The less a woman trusts you, the more quickly she will fall in love with you. And when I say trust, I'm talking about your, quote, fidelity. Right? A woman trusts who she doesn't love and loves who she doesn't trust. Another way to say that is when a woman knows you either can't or won't step out on her and smash other chicks behind her back, when she knows that, she doesn't love you anymore. But when she knows you could and probably have smashed other chicks, ding, 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 pre-selection. Listen, women, and the thing is this, women would love to not be a slave to their biology. Hell, sometimes I wish I wasn't a slave to my biology. That's what makes the world go round, man. Let's make the world go around. Jared Bogarty says she is definitely letting him in the back door. Oh, dude, this dude is probably smashing her in holes we're probably not even aware of. Real talk. Look at this guy. Look, wait, hold on. Let me go back to this. Look at this dude. Look at this dude, man. This guy is Chad personified. Hell, his name in the show, I think, is Brad. Look at this guy, man. This guy's got pimp written all over him. Very good comment there by Kelly. Appreciate that, brother. Jared Bogarty also says this dude would have been in an 80s aftershave commercial. Maybe, but he's still getting that you-know-what. Antonio Stark says she's not a bad-looking woman, but she's just a pump and dump, or she needs to share him. She has no leverage. That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. Listen, kudos to Sarah Shahi for locking this guy down. Like, listen, man, like, I can't even hate. Because this dude probably could, and likely is, smashing chicks half her age. 19, 20-year-olds. Throwing themselves at him. Look at this guy. Strong jaw. He's got a look on his face like the cat that ate the canary and that his shit don't stink. Dude, girls love this stuff. They love this stuff. Let's see here. Yes, Rex Davis says this guy's a Chad. He has options. He's going to kick her to the curb. He sure will. He sure will. El Ta says the show is a sobering reminder in more ways than one. She simply messed up. This guy has a ton of options and will well into his 40s. Dude, he'll have a ton of options well into his 50s. Real talk. Elevs has got the George Michael hairdo. How is he pulling that off? That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, real talk. This guy has got the George Michael hairdo. Looks like he should be in the 80s. He pulls it off because he's that good looking from down under. Blimey. There's some shrimp on the babby. That's my best Australian accent. Foster's Australian for bear. Lorenzo Rock says, just ask J-Lo and Demi Moore. Christos Solomeu says it's going to be a wild saga, lads. You better believe it. You better believe it. Delphinity says her next role will be in the show The Wall. You would think that. But you guys have to understand, this is a TV show. Lena Dunham, who is clearly not so easy on the eyes, she was in an HBO show called Girls. She was dating this guy who was an alpha Chad. Alpha Chad. This guy, dude, he was, square jaw, six-pack abs. A guy real life who would never have anything to do with Lena Dunham in real life. She actually, on the show, broke up with him, right? She broke up with him. So they like to point out all of the truths when it shows the woman, quote, winning. But when it comes time for Adam Demos to dump this chick on the show, he's not going to. He's not going to. El Ta says, if a girl is uncomfortable with you, she will rebel against your interests. That's life. That's right. That's right. King Life says, if your woman started listening to country when you're both supposed to be hardcore rap listener, she's messing with Bradley Cooper. I'm trying to tell you. Christos Solomou says throughout history, women have all had the same beliefs as the men in their nations. I'm trying to tell you. El Ta says everyone has now seen the size of his member. This guy will have women lined up in a way women would normally get on with guys. So they did mention something about her falling for him even before the full frontal. Wait, is that what it said? Yeah, before she saw the full frontal scene everybody's talking about. So I'm assuming that this full frontal scene reveals that he has a substantial sausage. Lorenzo Rock says he's her father figure. I saw what you did there. I see what you did there, Lorenzo Rock. To the end of time. Very, very good. Spectacular. So, guys, again, join me at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, right back here for the breakdown of episode 1 of Sex Life. I'm going to be breaking it down. I'm going to have it. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, all you're going to see and hear is me talking. That's all you're going to see and hear. I cannot violate YouTube's terms of service in terms of copyright, right? I came real close with Love is Blind before they finally just started cutting my streams off. They're not gonna. If they cut my streams off, they're gonna take my channel. So can't chance that. So you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to watch my reactions right here on YouTube. But if you want to see and hear what's actually going on in the show and watching me break it down live, sharpestream.com, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. If you want access to the replays, you can watch for free on sharpestream.com. Download the app. You can watch right there for free if you want to be able to join in all the fun with all the chatting. And the chatting is great because I'm going to tell you what, dude, these guys the GIF game, the GIF game in the Sharpe Stream chat, it's unmatched. Never seen anything like it. All kinds of fun. Sharpestream.com, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Again, guys, donovansharpe.com/womanese to get your hands on the individual volumes of Womanese. Also, you can sign up to get text notifications and push notifications when I go live. I have specials, release courses, discounts, etc., etc. Be sure to sign up for my newsletter to stay in the know on all things Donovan Sharpe in the likely event that my channel gets axed. MasculineExcellence.com is where to go to get information on the upcoming CME to be held in Dallas. This is October 21st through 24th. Thank you guys all very much for watching. See you this afternoon at 5.